What has the pandemic changed for you or your perceptions about business and the way we do business?
Do you know what, Roger? It's been a fascinating journey, I have to say. And what has happened is, I call this the entry point theory. You know, in the old days, we would always talk about having 7 different entry points. It may be one entry point was that you got married, or one you got a new job, or one you were retiring, or maybe there was one which says you got new children, right? And suddenly you see baby strollers everywhere and baby equipment everywhere, and it fundamentally put you on another track. You suddenly purchase things differently. Suddenly you need to have a house with more space, or baby equipment, and go to school and all that stuff. So that's an entry point. Now, until recently, there was only 7 entry points, but because of COVID-19, I would claim that for the first time in living memory, we now are seeing the arrival of the 8th entry point, due to what I call a global synchronized behavioral change happening. And it really is super fascinating, because what it means is that consumers are behaving fundamentally different at certain areas of their lives. I'll give you an example. When COVID hit, I was stuck in Australia. I couldn't get out of there for 3 months. I went to a wedding, it took 1 day, and then I was stuck there for 3 months. And what happened was that I noticed how people were approaching strangers' dogs more than normal. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And after a couple of days, I saw this in a repetitive pattern. So I realized that, as I'm writing about in one of my previous books, that we're all out of balances, and it's the out of balance which represents the new opportunity for a new brand or a new service. Well, the out of balance is the tactile balance. It means that we're suppressed for the tactile sensation. And as we're suppressed for that, what it really means is that we crave it. We may not be able to express it consciously, but subconsciously we crave it. And really, that's the reason why the pet sales, believe it or not, has gone up 350% over the last 6 months. And it shows you how, once I get a pet, of course, I need to have a dog house or whatever. I need to have a garden which is fenced. And by the way, I may not have children now because I have a pet. So you can see how that is a clear 8th entry point. So what I have seen and witnessed during COVID-19 is that we've had this behavioral change happening. And I think this is honestly just the beginning.
I hope you enjoyed this Brainfluence brief. If you didn't, help me out by telling me why in a comment. But if you did find value, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. The full episode is available on YouTube and audio outlets like Apple, Spotify, and Google. Visit rogerdooley.com/podcast for a formatted text version, plus links and other resources. Thanks for tuning in.